Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the motivational coach and speaker. I went from knockouts to knowledge and from headlocks to hugs. I still embrace people, just now in a far more positive manner. In this video, I had to share another astounding piece of writing in Paulo Coelho's magnificent Manual of the Warrior of Light. And I like to think I've always been a warrior, it's just in my DNA. But now I like to think I am, as opposed to a physical warrior and so on, I am a warrior of light. I stand for peace and love and kindness and compassion and hope and inspiration and motivation, all those beautiful things. And I wanted to share, as I say in this video, another tremendous piece of writing. Here we go. The warrior of light concentrates on the small miracles of daily life. He is capable of seeing what is beautiful because he carries beauty within himself. For the world is a mirror and gives back to each man the reflection of his own face. The warrior knows his faults and limitations, but he does all he can to maintain his good humour in moments of crisis. The world is, after all, doing its best to help him, even though everything around him seems to be saying the opposite. Just a fantastic piece of writing, and it reminds me, but as I do on my daily walks, just to see the small miracles of daily life, for they are there if we are but aware of them. It's like opportunities, they surround us, but we need to be in tune with them. And you could say energetically that helps, because of course it's almost like looking down at the ground when it's a beautiful sunny day and you just noticing the dirt beneath your feet and not the bountiful blue sky. So it depends on one's perspective, and that in large part is due to what you're focusing on. And I think far too many of us focus on our problems as opposed to the opportunities therein. You see, I've spoken about this before, but in the midst of great pain, there has been some of my greatest learnings. And yes, sometimes you have to dig deep for them. Sometimes they're blatantly obvious. But I think again, it's in the challenge. It's in the real nitty gritty that's where the growth is. As I've said before, like in training, I remember one of my trainers, George, he used to call out, X amount of 100 press-ups. And I would rattle them off so quickly and diligently. But I would I wouldn't even start counting to 100. That was my mindset. I was used to, the first 100, that was for me. Then the others could be for him. Always doing more, always doing more. Even before I understood the rationale behind it, I just always thought, that's good enough isn't good enough. You want to push yourself. And it's not about really, in truth, being better than anyone else. Although that can be a good measure or a good yardstick. Nothing wrong with a bit of healthy competition now and again. But I think more importantly, are you challenging yourself? Are you being better than you were yesterday? And that applies in any field, in your finances, your health, your love life, your conditioning, your fitness, and your eating habits, and your thinking, and your positivity levels, in the books you're reading. So many people, they're stuck, with respect, they're stuck on the set. They haven't read a book since primary or secondary school. They've learnt nothing new. At best, they might read the daily trash papers, but it's not challenging their mind. And it's important to challenge yourself. Yes, there's a time for comfort. There's a season for everything. But too many people, quite blatantly, their season is one of recurring. It's like I read a quote recently. So many people, they live the same day repeatedly. Collectively, 60, 70 years the same, and they call that a life. And again, it's not about judgment or a tone of superiority, but it's like, come on, you were here, you were built to thrive. You don't want to live the same year 60, 70 times and call that a life. No, I challenge you that I urge you to consider that you have got more than that. I allude to all the time your unstoppable nature deep within you. Yes, it may be dusty, it may be hitherto unused, but nevertheless it is there. It is there, but you have to challenge yourself. And if you can't do it for you, do it for someone you love. Do it for someone you've lost, but do it for something. understand your why, and get cracking. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. As always, you are unstoppable, and I believe in you.